Hi, my name is Angie Davis, and I wrote my senior story on the importance of education and asking for help when you need it. As it turns out, 5-year-olds are expected to go to kindergarten, not to stay home and take care of their baby sister. While other kids are playing in sandboxes and making friends, I was the caretaker for a 3-month-old baby. While the other kids went to kindergarten, I learned the fundamentals of reading and writing by myself. I was forced to use my tools from Head Start and teach myself how to read. The only education I received early on is when my father enrolled me into Head Start, and later enrolling me into kindergarten before he passed. Since my absent, addicted biological mother did not put in the effort to see that I attended school, I missed out on the typical kindergarten beginning. I watched as the other kids boarded the bus every morning and tried to chase it down whenever I could. The days I did make it to school, although a complete stranger to the other kids, was complete bliss. Being in school was a stable environment that provided me a break from being a caretaker. I viewed school as a sanctuary from the chaos and instability at home. Since I was deprived from an education as a young child, I grew up seeing education as the privilege it is and not a right. In the beginning, school did not come easy for me. The real-world knowledge I had gained from being a stand-in mother was a lot different than the actual education I was supposed to be learning. After being adopted at 8 alongside my sister, I was given a chance to be a normal kid and student. To remain strong through this transition, I learned quickly to hold in my discomfort to ensure that my emotions did not spill over and burden others. I felt like a volcano, mistakenly identified as a strong, stoic mountain, a symbol of stability and permanence, seen from the outside as calm, stable, and safe. Volcanoes build up pressure over time. They take in everything until it simply reaches a boiling point. All of my emotions, discomforts, and fear built up as I tried to remain like the picture-perfect mountain. I felt an incessant need to remain strong for myself and the others around me. I took serious issues and simply turned them into minor inconveniences. I suppressed them down into seemingly minor struggles until they finally erupted into a volcanic explosion. These eruptions can take off many forms: hysterical laughter, intense bouts of crying, and the truly terrifying panic attack. They are unforeseen and unforgiving. Before my junior year, I thought I had to take these issues on by myself. I thought if I asked for any sort of help, I was declaring my weakness and letting myself down. After spending my life being told I was so strong for going through such a difficult childhood, I did not want to show the moments that simply broke me. Once you go through the trauma of losing a parent, nothing ever compares. You just feel numb. So when you do feel emotions about things you see as stupid or unimportant, you feel like you're letting down every person who has ever complimented your resilience. The end of junior year, I was truly at my breaking point. I confronted Mr. Warren with hysterical laughter and I was unable to speak. I could not talk, but he knew I needed some type of help. He guided me to Mr. McKittrick's room and said I needed to take a break. The second those words came out of his mouth, I broke into tears. There were the words I had been searching for as long as I could remember: a break. After spending over an hour in his office, I came to the relieving conclusion that it is okay to ask for help, no matter how difficult it may be. Still, to this day, I struggle from getting help time to time, but I have been working on it, and I see that in itself as a huge step forward. This school has given me some of the most amazing support systems that I could have ever asked for. Each day, I'm truly thankful for the adults in my life who, on top of their already crazy jobs, take the time to care for my well-being as well as many other students. In the past, I believe asking for help was a sign of weakness, when in fact it is a sign of strength. Being able to admit to yourself and others that you are struggling is one of the hardest things a person can do. I thought using my resources like friends, teachers, and family would hinder my independence, but instead it fueled it. Without the constant feeling of an inevitable explosion, I was able to find my confidence. My best advice is to use your resources. One incredible thing about Lebanon High School is that the teachers truly care. You're not just another face in the halls. Myself and many of my peers have created long-lasting relationships with the teachers in this building. Although at many times I may have struggled mentally, I always made sure school was my top priority. Now, after graduating, I feel a huge sense of accomplishment knowing that I persevered through all odds. I've decided that I am determined to do better for myself than what I came from. The only way I can do that is to get an education and never take for granted the opportunities that are provided to me. Instead of using my past as an excuse, I have used it to propel myself forward. When I am reminded of the little girl whose only wish was to go to school, I am driven to go above and beyond all expectations. Thank you.